Well, ladies and gentlemen, I knew there was going to come a day for this video, and it truly is disappointing, but we have to talk about why Pokemon Go is just not it anymore. So stay tuned for the rest of this video, because we're going to talk about why Pokemon Go is going to continue to decline, and why Pokemon Go will be a game that you probably won't be playing within the next 2 years max. How you guys doing? Hope you're having an awesome day. This video is going to be, I wouldn't say negative, it's going to be realistic. As you guys have probably seen on the channel, even if you don't subscribe or if you don't follow, that's okay. This video is still for you. But I haven't been uploading very much. I'll be completely honest with you. And there's a lot of reasons for that. First and foremost, Pokemon Go hasn't had any new content in what seems like years. The game is so repetitive. At first, it prided itself on that. It prided itself on being repetitive. But now it's just too much. New content does not mean new Pokemon. New content does not mean new shinies. New content doesn't mean new events. Everything is being recycled. Gone are the days, in my opinion, of course, and I'm sure a lot of people would agree, but gone are the days of spending a lot of effort and time going to get a new shiny that's considered to be new content. Or gone are the days of grinding raids, going out and raiding for the new Pokemon. Because let's be honest, the new raid Pokemon outside of Mega Rayquaza and some of the primals like Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre, raiding the new Pokemon, they all have been horrible. They all have not had a use, and that's including PvP. So when the same raid feature that's been out since 2017 has not changed, when catching Pokemon has not changed whatsoever, they haven't added anything different to catching Pokemon, when they haven't added any different kind of new features since PvP, I would say that the competitions, the contests in the game are pretty cool, and that is a new feature, a new way to get new rewards. So we'll chalk that up to that. However, there is a problem with that. It's only XL Pokemon. What is the point of XXS, extra small Pokemon, if they can't be in competitions? It's always big Pokemon. It's always big Pokemon. I was saving all my small Pokemon for that one time that it's going to be, you know, in showcases, and it hasn't been. So I don't know what's up with that. But again, nothing new, extremely repetitive. There's no incentive. There's no incentive to go raid the new Pokemon. There's no incentive to catch the new shinies. Because I hate to break it to you guys, and this is, I know this is accurate. I know this is 100% the way it's going to be. And we should also know that this is the fact because of Niantic and who they are as a company. Guys, if there are only 2 Pokemon left to complete a Pokedex, let's just say in a couple years, right? They will drag out those 2 Pokemon releases years. Years. 2 Pokemon. They will drag that out for years because they know once people complete their Pokedex and once people complete their shiny decks, no one will play their game. But it all just revolves back around to incentives, though. Niantic has to change the game drastically. Gyms have been the same since like 2018. The coin reward system for gyms has been terrible. And because it's terrible, there's no incentive to do gyms. So there's a lack of incentives, and there's a lack of new core gameplay, new features. I want to also reiterate what they're coming out with and why it goes back to no new features. So they're coming out with Necrozma, the Lunala form, and the Solgaleo form, right? That's not new content. that is not new content. That just adds new Pokemon in the game that you might fight with raids. That hasn't changed. You can't even put them in gyms. That's been a complaint since the dawn of actual time, that you can't put a legendary in a gym. Like, maybe just one. I'm not even gonna go into it. I'm not even gonna go into it. I'm not. Because this has been a horse that's been beaten by every single content creator and player in Pokemon Go since legendaries came out. So I'm not even gonna get into it. Just new Pokemon is not new content, guys. It's exciting at first. You're like, oh wow, new powerful Pokemon, they'll actually be useful in the game. But you just end up doing the same thing over and over and over again with no incentives whatsoever, no rhyme or reason to do so. Pretty much moving forward from this day forward, you pretty much have the best counters for every raid boss that you could ever have. There are only a handful of Pokemon that could come out in the future that could be better than what you have, but that also doesn't mean what you have is bad. So the future for Pokemon Go keeps looking grimmer and grimmer. The remote raid pass thing definitely hurt the game. It's hurt Niantic's revenue. We already know that, and they're never going to tell us that. They're going to say, oh yeah, we're doing fine. No, you're not. I haven't spent hardly any money on the game for like 2 years now, so they're not making any money off of me. I'm not going to go to GoFest because it's in New York again. I think GoFest should always be in a different city, although Chicago, I will say, little biased because it wasn't that far from me, I will say Chicago was a really nice venue every time. It's a nice venue. Not to say New York isn't, but I just think it should be in a different city every time because traveling is part of the fun. But even GoFest is getting repetitive. Like, I'm not excited for GoFest. I'm not going to New York. I'm not excited for the world tour, whatever GoFest, you know, for global GoFest. I'm not excited anymore. And that's just me. But I'm seeing it from outside looking in, though, too. Like, why would somebody come in and play Pokemon Go right now? Why? I wouldn't be. If someone said, why should I play Pokemon Go? I can't give them any real good reason. I really can't. Gas is super expensive. The best way, and it's always been the best way to play Pokemon Go, is driving, unless you live in a ginormous city, which most people don't. The best way to play Pokemon Go has always been driving, and gas has been super expensive for the last like 3-4 years. It's just been, it's upsetting. Now, whether I'm going to keep making content on the channel or not, that remains to be seen. I thought about hanging it up. I know I have some really good supporters. You know who you are. Absolutely love you guys. The Discord is awesome. You guys are awesome. We talking about the game and how crappy it is is a breath of fresh air. But I've been thinking about it. If you guys don't know, I'm in my 2024 Mustang Dark Horse. I do have a car channel, and that car channel that I've done, it's called Fitz City Garage. In about 2.5 years, I have 300,000 more views on that car channel than I've had in 7+ years making Pokemon Go content. Seriously. I mean, I think a lot of people just love cars, whether you're male or female. Car content is just, you know, it's for everybody. Pokemon is not for everybody, especially Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go has rubbed people the wrong way over the past few years, and it has shown not only in videos, but just on social media overall. People are complaining more to Niantic than they are playing the game, and it's pretty evident because those people aren't playing anymore. They would rather complain, and I don't blame them because it's a game that we've all loved to play, and we've cherished Pokemon the IP. But Pokemon Go's days are extremely numbered. So I guess just to recap, new Pokemon, not new content, boring. New shinies, not new content, boring. Incentives aren't there, not worth it. Putting in the extra effort to actually go get things that aren't new content just doesn't make sense anymore. It does not make any sense. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below about the longevity of Pokemon Go and how it's going to look moving forward, because without any new features to change literally anything in the game and how you play to make it fresh, the game is going to continue to decline, because it is declining. It has been for the last year and a half, and it's getting even worse. I'll leave you one last thing. Mystic 7, probably, other than Trainer Tips, and I bet you he's struggling as well, other than Trainer Tips, Mystic 7 is one of the biggest Pokemon Go YouTubers. He just put out a tweet on X that he has no idea what to do anymore. Pokemon Go is bad. He just has no idea, has no motivation, so to speak, and I feel that, to make Pokemon Go content, because it's nothing that you haven't seen already at this point. So there you guys have it. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Smash the like button if you support, you know, what I was saying and whatnot. I would appreciate it. I'm just curious to see what people's state of minds are moving forward with this game. And what do you plan on playing, you know, other than Pokemon Go? I'm enjoying the new car channel. It's been a blast. It's a really good community. And that's it with me, guys. So until then, you might not see me for a little while, because Pokemon Go is just disappointing.